thing about rally raids is the unexpected. In addition to this, the watchword for Africa is adaptability. We are cancelling the marathon day because I don't want to put the teams under too much stress or pressures. We're not even sure whether the helicopters will be here in time. We'll do everything possible to get them off the ground and here for the start at 10:36 tomorrow morning. But that depends on the weather. These are uncertainties of the race. It's the second time we've had to cancel a time stage. Today we cancelled because we had no helicopters. I can't let any competitors out into the pampas like that. It's just not possible. It's not a decision I took lightly, but the safety of the competitors comes before everything. Finally, the helicopters did take off from Dakhla this morning and the race could restart. And so on to the real business of racing in Mauritania. 480 kilometres of timed stage through camel grass and dunes from Gare du Nord to Chamy. But just before that, here's a little look at what happened in bivouac last night. Around 8 o'clock, Madame Khadija Mbarak Fall, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Tourism, came to personally greet the teams. We are very pleased. As Minister for Tourism, along with the Governor of Nouadhibou, we are here this evening in Chamy to welcome you all, as well as to spend some time with you and to wish you all the best. We also congratulate you for coming here again. We are so proud to have you and we welcome you. We'd like to congratulate the security forces for their great work in guaranteeing your safety, as the AfricaEcoRace is important to us. Once more, welcome. Have a good evening, drive safely, and may the best team win. We are very proud to have received her here and that she visited us. She came over 200 kilometers to see us. She's pretty impressive, very dynamic. The Wallis also came from Nouadhibou. Honestly, we feel very welcome in Mauritania. Even for me, who has great relationships with nearly everyone, it means a lot. A rest day and then a cancelled stage. It was enough to whet everyone's appetite. At the start this morning, everyone was keen to get going back into the race. "41 vehicles were at the start, but only one image sticks out from the finish. It was an almighty crash, but thankfully no one was injured. Dominique Laure, current leader, and Sergei Kuprianov, winner of Stage 5, collided spectacularly right before the finish line. It was terrifying to watch, but very quickly all four of them climbed out of their Optimus buggies, apparently unscathed. I'm relieved because Dominic and I are in one piece. The others too, we have to remember them. They're also in one piece. We didn't really understand. We were belting along. We saw the finish line from far away. We had the right line. They were really, really far off to the right. They wanted to steer towards us. I turned my head. I saw they were going to hit us. He hit our rear wheel, and we just spun and spun. So did they. Sadly, Dominic Lohr, who was about to win the stage, has had to abandon. His car is a total write-off. The win went to David Gerrard of the MD in a time of 2 hours, 26 minutes and 40 seconds. Patrick Martin ended up second, 12 minutes and 29 seconds behind them. And in third place this Tuesday afternoon is Jean-Pierre Strugo, who had been very keen to get to the dunes of Mauritania. As regards the dunes, not much to say. It was even a little frustrating because the first lot were not too challenging. And as they had said the next ones would be even harder, we were ready and they were actually easier. On the other hand, I have just seen at the finish that there was a crash. It shows that on a rally raid, something always happens. We knew that against Dominique, pound for pound, we couldn't win. I thought maybe he'd get stuck in the sand or have a mechanical, but this, I did not imagine this would happen. A quick word on the trucks, and once more Elizabeth Jacinto found herself winner of the stage. The Portuguese driver is not a huge fan of the sand, but tackled the first dunes of Mauritania with no trouble at all. Today's results then. David Gerrard wins ahead of Patrick Martin and Jean-Pierre Strugo. The first truck, that of Elizabeth Jacinto, is fifth. In the GC, Jean-Pierre Strugo is now the new leader, 1 hour, 13 minutes and 9 seconds from Patrick Martin. David Gerrard is third. Elizabeth Jacinto's truck is sixth. The AfricaEcoRace is an extraordinary race, a journey as well as a race, a human quest, a story of great passion. The AfricaEcoRace throws us deep into adventure, and it's up to the competitors to defy all our expectations. Once again this year we find some adventurers who are living the true spirit of rally raids of old. We are amateurs, we just take it one day at a time, and we hope to make it to the end. We're 100% amateurs. Andre built the car in his garage. A manufacturer built the chassis, but all the prep and the build was him. The maintenance is done by our friends, so more amateur than us would be hard to find. I have a house construction company. I work in building. It's not really my thing, cars and mechanics. But with friends, we do our best and do what we can. I work in agriculture and on the roads. I have a bit of rally experience with the French Rally and Endurance Championships. I'm a bit involved in that. It's my passion. It's a dream to be here. We watched this when we were kids. We have always loved it. We have saved everything we have to be able to take part. It's an adventure. It's also a challenge, because the goal is to get to the end. We don't want to hang about, though. More than anything, it's a challenge, but it's also a dream. The first week, well, it started out not too badly. It was fine. Then we had an alternator problem on day 3. After CP1, we had to come off the course and bring the car back on the trailer. We were more or less able to repair it that evening. We spent a lot of time repairing our alternator problem, and as a result, we didn't manage to fix all the other broken things. So we decided to sacrifice a day to get everything sorted and leave the day after. In Morocco, we pretty much covered the ground we had done in our preparation rallies, but Mauritania is going to be a huge adventure. Listening to the experts in this terrain has made us even more excited to do even better. I hope Andre's strategy of sacrificing a day will work for us and leave us well prepared for the biggest week in the AfricaEcoRace. I'm already really happy to be here with a completely amateur team and people who have selflessly put all their energy into preparing the car so we can start again tomorrow. With regards to sporting goals, it's great if we manage to enjoy the stages and get a placing in the GC. But in the evening, getting back to the people who have put so much into this with all their hearts, despite being tired after the never-ending liaisons, that is extra joy. And of everything in this adventure, that is what I'm most proud of. To see Lac Rose, to do the tour there, that will be cool. Less drama on two wheels today as 43 bikers took off into the dunes. Alessandro Botturi was on damage limitation for his first day in the dunes and came in third. Paul Anders Olavalsiter is thrilled to be back in the sands of Mauritania. In fact, he wants more of the same, and soon. He rode most of the day with Botturi. Today's stage victory went to a delighted Simone Agazzi. The Italian left fifth this morning on his Honda and didn't know he had won until he crossed the line. He finished the 480-kilometre stage in 5 hours, 14 minutes and 28 seconds. It's incredible. I didn't think I would win the stage. I saw at the refueling point that I was doing well. I'm so happy. I rode fast, really fast in today's stage. There were lots of dunes, good dunes, but I went fast, up to 140 to 150 kilometres an hour. I'm so pleased, but I'm also tired.
Talmente felice, talmente stanco che non riesco a esprimere la mia felicità.
The results are as follows. A first stage win this year for Simone Agazzi, followed by Olavalsiter and Botturi. As always, we find Jensen and Benko very close together. In the GC, Botturi now only has 5 minutes and 15 seconds over the ever-threatening Olavalsiter. Third is Agazzi, who is a good 2 hours behind the leaders. The first French rider, Philippe Cavelius, is 7th. That's all for today. Tomorrow the teams take on 445 kilometres of time stage between Chamy and Awalil. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.